The left destroyed traditional mores with regard to relations between the sexes, destroyed them wholesale. So the original idea was that men were supposed to act with honor and chivalry in protecting women, and women were supposed to look for example, relationships just as men were. Sexual activity was supposed to be confined, this was at least the ideal, was supposed to be confined to committed relationships, particularly marriage. Not everybody lived up to that, but a huge number of people did. In fact, once people got pregnant, people basically got married. There's studies from the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s shows an awful lot of 7-month marriage babies, right? People who are sleeping together, getting pregnant, and then the couple gets married. When you don't teach men to protect women, you get men who will victimize women. And when you don't teach women that they ought to cherish men who are responsible and good, all you end up doing is incentivizing bad male behavior.
You want to get married? Not so fast. Marriage is actually a huge financial decision. In fact, if you're not planning on having kids, don't even bother getting married. There's no need to. But if you are, and you want to create that financial and emotional unit with your mate, here's some things I want you to think about. Number one, you're getting a prenup. You know why? It forces out the truth on both sides. Get the prenup, number one. Number two, I want you to do something called your 90-day number. Here's how it works. Take the income less the expenses, and if you collectively are losing money, stop right there. Planning on having kids? $250,000 a pop by the time they get to university. That's how much it can be. Oh, and you want a new house too? That's going to be a mortgage. Let me tell you what breaks up marriages. It's not infidelity. It's money. This is not romantic. Who cares? It's the only thing that matters. Because in life, there's only three things: men, women, and money. And he said, today, my fiancée came to me and said that I have to make a decision between our relationship and the business. This guy had, in his dorm room in undergrad engineering, built an online cloud-based compliance tool for hedge funds with under $250 million. To help them reduce their costs, it's a subscription service. The guy had a run rate of $5 million. He hadn't even graduated yet. I'm licking my chops at this business. This is fantastic. And then he said, but I have no time. And I never see my fiancée. She wants me to come be with the family on Sundays just once. I said, everybody, let's be pragmatic. Which is easier to replace? Your business or your fiancé? And the shit.
Literally, it was for me like one day, girls are like, eh. And the other day, it's like, girls, 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 girls. You know, like this tsunami of hormones just jets up from the base of your spine and turns you into a monomaniac. And it's like, well, it's possession, basically. There was an ancient Greek philosopher who said what he loved about being in his 70s was he finally felt free of the demon of lust. And I tell you something, even at the time, I don't know if you ever had this thought, even at the time when all of these hormones are coursing through you and all you can think about is girls, at the time, I remember thinking to myself, if girls are so innately appealing, why do I need all these hormones? It's a big question, isn't it?
We are women, we are free, we're bringing an end to the patriarchy. We are women, hear our pain. We are women, hear our shout. We are women, have no doubt. We are women, we are free. We are
Shut the fuck up! Thank you.
I have like cuffs at the end of my arm going on with like pearls and diamonds. Basically, I look rich as f***. So that's the vibe.
And it's like a lace top, right?
Yeah, it's crochet.
Or crochet, right?
Yeah, so it might take.
Yeah, people love those, right?
Yeah, the shoes are Gucci with the jewels, the track stars, so they're more expensive than the top. These are like over $1,000. So.
Who bought your Coachella ticket?
I didn't buy a coach. I sucked for this ticket, honestly.
Well, I think that sounds like a joke. That sounds like a joke.
No, I really did.
Thank you, government, for putting me on. I mean, you was the definition of a real father. Because when your kids is hungry, they have food stamps. Yeah, we shop at Walmart. Yeah, we shop at Publix. We shop at Winn-Dixie. When your kids need shelter, yes, you have housing. And you also have Section 8 for a lot of us. And when our kids fall, get hurt, or sick, they have Medicaid. Yes, we go to the ER, we go to the walk-in clinic, and we also can make a doctor's appointment. I get their prescriptions with no hesitation. Now, if that's not the definition of a real father, making sure your kids have food, shelter, and health care, I don't know what it is. So like I said, thank you, government, for being my kid's daddy, and thank you for putting me on.
面对转身离去的未婚夫，这位女孩当场坐地嚎啕大哭。挺好的日子，你为什么换成这样啊？
他自己是个花心大萝卜，谁让他交那么多女朋友嘛？那我就想试他一下嘛。
那他发誓，你为什么还要选择跟他结婚？
Here's the truth. Most men will give a woman who's standing at the bus stop for transportation a chance, right? But in vice versa, generally speaking, would a woman do the same? Most of y'all know the answer to that.
Yeah, it's Timmy. Fred just left. He took the kids with him. After 25 years, he said that he doesn't like my cooking anymore. And said that I'm so basic, but I try my best to keep this marriage in order. He said that every time I make food, he go into the bathroom, he purposefully throw it up and go to the bar. I don't know what I did. I don't care. I'm gonna get him for all the child support dollars I get. That lazy bastard made my life hell. I moved all the way down to Ohio for him, and this is how he repays 25 years together. He used to get up and leave and just leave me in the dust. Take my kids. I think I'm gonna kill myself.
Dzień dobry. In Kazakhstan, it is illegal for more than 5 women to be in the same place, except for in brothel or in grave. In USA, many women meet in groups called the Feminists. I find them more. Dziękuję.
So what means this feminism?
It's the theory that women should be equal to men in matters economic,
Now,
social,
you are laughing.
Yeah.
political.
That is the problem.
Do you think a woman should be educated?
Definitely.
But is it not a problem that a woman have a smaller brain than a man?
That is wrong.
But the government scientist, Dr. Yamak, have proved it is size of squirrel.
Your government scientist?
Yeah, so Dr. Yamak.
He's wrong. He's wrong.
Give me a smile, baby. Why angry face?
Well, what you're saying is very demeaning. Do you know the word demeaning?
No.
Sounds my protege. Jeremy.
Yeah.
Boy,
J-Bone.
J-Bone is, believe it or not, he's getting married.
What? What an idiot. Oh, what a loser. Good. Good. More for me and you.
More for
I gotta go.
Hey, babe. Yeah. You do whatever you have to do.
Thanks.
Okay, be strong. I'm just living the dream.
Women somewhere along the line learned that guys were about sex, and they started dressing sexy, and they started manipulating guys. Well, motherfucker, I'm about manipulation. I'ma drive a Mercedes, and I'ma dress nice, and I'ma rock fucking 2-carat diamonds in my motherfucking ear, and I'ma sell you a motherfucking dream, and I'ma fuck you from the back, and then I'ma toss your ass to the side of the road like a damn dog. I'm about manipulation too. You see these motherfucking diamonds in my ear? That's for manipulation, motherfucker. You see this motherfucking Mercedes-Benz Key 550, motherfucker? That's manipulation, bitch. I'm manipulation too. The same way that bitch going wear a push-up bra and wear a fucking miniskirt manipulating you for sex. I'ma manipulate this bitch by driving Mercedes and rocking these diamonds in my motherfucking ear and wearing tailor-made clothes. I'ma fuck that bitch from the back and then I'ma toss her ass to the side of the road.
The woman that told him, you're a real man if you marry this girl, but that girl has 3 kids by 3 different dudes. In his brain, you know what he says? I'm a good guy if I come in her life and take care of all these kids. Because women said a real man is a man who can take care of kids that are not his. He falls for that because a woman is talking to him from an emotional point of view. She's not talking to him from a logical point of view. She's not telling him, you have to have a lot of money to take care of 3 kids that ain't yours. You got to put up with this. She's just showing him, if I was in that position, I would want a guy to do that for me. So you're a good guy if you do that. So everything that women have told him he'll become a good guy doing, he goes his whole life always trying to be that good guy, and it creates and make him a fallback guy because he works better when women are in a victimhood mindset. The more trauma she's been through, the more damaged by other guys, the more broken she is, the more she runs right to that beta male. On her end, it's a fallback guy. It's somebody that's gonna do this, she can take advantage of, she can have a little bit of sex with him, and he's gonna fall for it. On his end, I'm a knight in shining armor. I look cool to everybody. I feel like a good man, and every guy that couldn't come in and help her out is a bad guy. Every guy that she dealt with is bad, but not me. I'm good. I'm gonna show everybody that I can take care of all these kids by myself and not need any help, because every girl I've been around told me that's what a real man does. How to prevent this? The only way you could truly prevent this, to be honest with you, you got to keep taking your red pill dosage every single day until you wake up out of it. There's no set strategy. Now that you know what made you into that simp, now you know what made you into this guy, now it's just a matter of you practicing discipline with yourself not to fall for it again. And the only way that you can do that is by continuously taking red pill knowledge and understanding the faults of what others gonna do. A lot of this knowledge that you guys are learning, you're not gonna really learn it until you see somebody else go through it. Until you're the guy that comes and warns someone and then you watch it happen to them, that's when your red pill knowledge is gonna stick. It does not stick. Knowledge does not stick until you have to use it. I could teach somebody right now Spanish. If they go the next 4 years not speaking to a Spanish person at all, they're gonna forget how to speak Spanish. It's the same thing with a lot of stuff in high school. You don't remember that because you haven't been using it. It's the same thing with red pill knowledge. You got to continue to use it. You got to continue to take it so it's never rusty to you, and then you'll never be the fallback guy. That's the only answer to being a fallback guy. But first, in order for you to understand how to fix your problem, you must know how it got there. And that's what I explained today.
Yeah.